Good morning.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, I'm available.
Yes. Professor, one request, Professor.
Yes.
You are completing your section. After that, you join with the validity function also.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Is the presentation visible there, sir?
Yes, Professor. Yes.
Start at 10 o'clock. Right?
Yes, Professor. Yes, Professor. Akka, காசு எடுத்துக்கோ.
Fear, sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Fear, sir, good morning, Professor. Fear, sir. Raghavan, sir.
Amir, sir, tell me, sir.
Yes, I'm waiting for your consent, sir. Once if you give a consent, we'll start. I'm waiting for your permission.
I think 10 o'clock we can start. Sir.
Okay, sir.
Just wait few minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Once if you give consent, I'll proceed.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, 1.5 kg.
Amir?
Yes, sir.
You can proceed.
Okay. A wonderful morning to one and all gathered here around the globe to this valuable occasion of our 1-week international workshop on how to write a quality research article by the R&D cells of Sri Vidyamandar Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, Right deemed to be University, Bangalore, and Jyoti Engineering College, Kerala. Before we formally move to the valued location, there is a special keynote address for us by Dr. Joseph Varghese, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Christ deemed to be University. And now I request Dr. Balaji, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, to introduce a resource person to the gathering.
Good morning, one and all, gathered here on this nice occasion. It is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of King is to search things. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Joseph Varghese, Professor, Department of Mathematics, Christ deemed to be University, Bengaluru. Sir had completed his PhD Mathematics in 1989 from Bharathidasan University, Trichy, MSc from University of Madras, Chennai, PhD from Manamnayam Sundaranaran University, Tirunelveli. In addition, Sir had completed Baccalaureate in Philosophy from Dharmaram Vidyasastram and MA from University of Madras, Chennai. Sir had published more than 25 articles in periodicals, 71 articles in international and national reputed peer-reviewed journals, and published a book on 4 book chapters. Sir had participated and presented nearly more than 8 research work in national and international conferences, seminars, and workshops in various institutes, colleges, and universities. Sir had given his lecture over 38 conferences, workshops, seminars in various institutes, colleges, and universities as an invited resource person. Sir had released 2 education videos and documentaries. Sir had guided 13 MPhil and PhD students as a research supervisor. Sir had worked as a principal investigator for a project entitled Validation of Deep Learning Technology and Algorithms in Training Systems for Analyzing Medical Diagnostic Images. Sir had attended 4 workshops, FTPs, and training programs. Sir had been awarded as Best Oral Presentation Award from SciCon series. I thank the management, our R&D coordinator, for giving this opportunity to introduce and welcome Dr. Joseph Varghese, sir, and I hand over the session to him. Thank you.
Thanks, Balaji. Big thanks to Professor Raghavan and the entire team of Sri Vidyamandar College. It has been a week since we started working on knowing about quality publications. On this grand finale, I thought of giving you some simple strategies, tips for improving our writings, assuming that we already have the basic skills of writing. I thank the organizers for arranging this wonderful program in the beginning of this academic year. It's going to be beneficial to all people who attended here. Some of these strategies are unconventional. Sorry. So many of them are proposed here from the basic techniques I use for writing it. There is a famous saying by Plato, art is imitation, that's bad. But his disciple, Aristotle, had come with a corrected version of that, improvised version of that. Art is imitation, that's all right, even good. I would recommend each one of you, and I do that. In fact, research writing on publication is a big art, an excellent art, an art that we need to practice. It would not just come like that. Doing research is all the more sometimes easier. However, writing and publishing is pure strategy. It needs management techniques as well as artistic sense, the better way of presentation, organizing, as well as in an appealing manner. And that is going to help us. How do we do that? This is what probably we need to take from this quotation by Aristotle, this message from Aristotle: imitation. Imitation is not copying. I would explain what imitation is. Just look around what is happening. Primarily, what you need to do is have some benchmarks. Identify some of your colleagues or some colleagues from other universities in your discipline, and sometimes from other disciplines also. What do they publish? Where do they publish? And what type of article? Do you appreciate that? If you appreciate that, can I go ahead in that manner? Rather than envying on other people, rather than telling bad things about other people, look at how other people do. And if you think that that is not very good for us, don't imitate it. Do not have to tell that to other people also. But if you think that someone is doing really good, why don't you try to at least, no, that is the way in which we all grew up. As children, we grew up and we started imitating our parents by walking, by speaking, by eating. Every activity in the younger ages, we have started imitating. We formed by, we developed by imitating only. It's the same thing here as well as in research. There would be some time where some people are going to imitate us. But throughout the academic life, professional life, we can always look around and see how other people write good articles, appreciated articles, and recommended articles. A simple tip, what I say is, identify at least 31 journals. Why 31? 31 for 31 days in a month. May we have 31st. So several months are there with 31 days. So each day, one journal. And then make sure that each day that journal, you just open it. What do you have to look at? From where you get this quality journals? And one, I'm not recommending Scopus, but then it's a good place where you need to find out quality journals. Visit www.scopus.com. There is something called sources. You can search for journals by the discipline we are practicing, by the discipline you are working on, by the discipline you are interested in. There is something called subject. We can search by publisher. We can search by journal name. Scopus.com. Visit scopus.com. Search for, on the top itself, we can see sources. And from sources, we can search for subjects. And once when you search for a subject, you will see all the journals in that. You can download the list. Among them, identify as you think as quality journal. There are measures for quality journals. I'm not going to go for details with that. But look at some of the journals that are performing very well in your discipline, as well as some of the journals which are approachable for you. So identify for each day one journal, have a list of 31 journals. And what you need to do is each day, you just have a timetable, rigorous timetable. Each day, open a journal, visit their website, or search for articles in that journal. Many ways you can find that. What you need to do, you have to look for articles that are published there. Current articles and articles in press. Go through these articles. It would be a great learning for you than any other learning what you're going to have. This is on the assumption that we are all ready with our research materials. We have some idea of our research. We have done our research. It is what we have to look at in this journal. These are the things we need to look at. You look for different topics, how they present a title, how they present abstract, how do they present in their organization of the article, referencing styles. Then generally different type of topics. What are the things there? Look at the keywords. What are the major keywords that they have? And problems that are presented there. There could be several articles. In the features, last part of the article, you would be having, there would be a mention about unsolved problems in mathematics, or future directions, possibilities. What are the other areas you can work on? Look at the styles in which they are presenting the things, especially research methodology. And then literature review. Very interestingly, you can, if you take 10 articles, you would get at least some 5 different types of presenting the literature review. You can modify that and do. There is nothing wrong in imitating that, but do not copy exact the thing and there, but you can always take the framework of that. Then how they approach a problem, management, social science, literature, physics, mathematics, any discipline of your choice, how people of high caliber, people of good publications here, how do they approach it? They would not be able to come to your university or college and teach you, but you can learn from them by going through that. And in some cases, if you have a doubt, you can write. Many of the researchers would be happy to help you. They would be very happy to get the feedback of their articles. And if you have a doubt, you can mail them. These days, most of the journals come with the author information. It is not just name of the author alone. Author information. In the author information, most of the cases we can find the email IDs of the person. At least institution name. You search for institution's name and then find the faculty name in there. From there, you can get the contact details. So communicate with the author in case you require. You try some people, there would be many people may not be responding, but it doesn't matter. If at least 1 or 2 are responding to you, that is going to be highly beneficial for you. So please, each day, as a rigorous, probably your daily exercise or your daily prayers, daily activity, spend some time. Each day, one journal of high repute and continue to work on that, because many journals are monthly, many journals are bi, so you would get a new article by the time next month when you are going to look at that. From where you can get this? From Scopus. And what are the things you are look at? Most of the articles that are already published, historical, go to archive section, you would get it. And current articles and articles in press. What are the things you need to look at? Topics, various type of topics, problems, styles, methodology. And among them, if you happen to read the articles, many open access articles, you would be able to read it. And in many of the classes we already have, they have mentioned how to write, how to improve your writing skills, what are the things you insert there. But I would tell you something very practical. When you read, if you are comfortable with certain styles, certain English presentation, certain phrases, please write it down in your book or copy it down and keep it in a computer. Do not just copy the whole thing. That would lead to plagiarism. That would lead to unethical practice. But you can always take in mathematics or physics or chemistry, sociology, any discipline of your choice, there are ways in which people present it. That you can always take. It is not the whole sentence you are going to take. The particular phrases, how they use a punch sentence to present their data, present their conclusion, or introduce a topic. Results and discussion, literature review, or introducing the entire topic. Keep looking at, and as Aristotle said, try to imitate. Do not copy the whole thing, but try to imitate it, because the entire language is learned by us through imitation only. Every day we are improving a language by imitation. So there is nothing wrong in imitating good works, mimicking some of the good works, but not completely copying and presenting it. And it would be, and in case you want to present substantial items from a journal, article, write to the author, ask for that person's approval, especially when you are working on a scale. You are working on a particular type of methodology introduced by a person, or a process that is introduced by a person. Write to that particular author. If the author is not responding, write to the journal editor, get their approval, and it would be very beneficial. And you can use that information that you got the approval in the acknowledgement. Absolutely, there would not be an issue for us. But without that, if something like very close to a person has introduced something and you're going to imitate as your own and present as your own, it might lead to unethical practices. It might come under that idea called unethical practices. Therefore, please look around for journals, articles, and various type of materials that are required for us, and then continue with your learning. Our learning has to be looking around, outbound, not just looking into your own room and telling that I don't have a problem. I'm not getting good research ideas. I'm not getting good topics. If you do not read research articles, you will not get it. Nobody is going to come and give you anything. It is you have to find out. You have a research scholar, you have a PG scholars, PG students under you, undergraduate students under you. There are certain areas where you can work with your undergraduate students also. Join together. In case your colleges are autonomous or a university, why don't you take some of the articles and give the students as assignments, ask them to read and summarize it, and you can also help them, right? Some of the simple tips what we also do here. What do other people expect from you, especially the reviewers or editors? There are some specific thing in every article, a quality article, some people expect. We learn all these things the way in which I mentioned, and then we have to work based on the expectations of the journal. When you want to write an article for a journal, you have to see how articles in that journal look like. What are the presentation styles of articles in that journal? So before reading at least some 5 articles in a journal, never send an article to a journal. Did you get it clear? Before reading at least 5 articles from a journal, never send an article, send your manuscript to a journal, that particular journal. It is just waste of time. Because the moment you come to know what do they expect, what is their expectation of the writers, and if you are fulfilling, most of the work is done. Because all of us do research. It is not the research content that is the issue. It is most of the time the presentation. It is how the results are presented in such a way that it is useful for us. Right? Please go ahead in that manner. And I'm going to tell you some of the expectations, philosophical expectations of any editor, reviewer, or editorial manager. It is coming as a triad. There is the reader, there is the author, editor, and a referee is the person who is deciding on what a reader should read, what editor should publish, and what author should write. So very important role is, that is why many people say you must publish your article only in a refereed journal, peer-reviewed journal. And a good peer-reviewed journals would give you very good feedback. Even if the article is rejected, you'll get good feedback. You can improve upon that, and then you continue with publishing in other journals. Therefore, our target as a reader, you understand how the articles are presented in a journal, how editors have approved certain articles. Our role as an author is catering to the need of these three people, these three group of people. Who are this group of people? The readers, editors, and referees in mind. And our most focus should be what a reader should read from you. What should be the expectation by a reader? And if you are not catering to that, you will not be cited. People are not going to give you any kind of advantage later. So please have the readers in mind. Readers, generally the researchers, scholars, and other people in mind. What genuine thing you are presenting there. If you are not contributing anything new, people are not going to cite you. So keep that in mind and write. Okay, so referees' expectations and editors' expectation. We have to have an overall view of the whole article. Every aspect of the article we need to. As I mentioned earlier, starting from the title of the article until the references, everything inside, title, abstract, other information, keywords, introduction, body, then finally conclusion and references. Every aspect of the article, all around information we should have. And we should be looking at it. Do not just take it for granted and proceed. First expectation by any editor or a referee is the clarity of the articles. How clear the article can be. There should not be any ambiguity there. That they just read the sentence and they don't understand anything. So articulate it properly. The way in which you need to articulate, make sure that once when they are article, they're getting curious about this article as well as the topic that is presented. They're curious about you as an author. They continue to read you later too. They continue to cite you. It's all I'm telling about the high expectation, not the ordinary. All of us, we cannot do all these things, but this is actually the ideal system. Clarity of the article. The methodology you have to use, the data how you have collected, the research problem you have mentioned, the conclusion you are arrived at. Everywhere there should be clarity. It should be clear. They should not call you up for understanding things which you are not presented properly. Of course, there are things you present properly and then people may not understand it. That's a different thing. But the language you use as well as the structure you present should be clear. The content should be clear. The conclusion should be clear. In plain words, don't go with the jargons. Do not go with too much of technical terms or very long compound sentences. Present in a very clear manner. The second thing is check whether your work is relevant or not. Any referee or editor would be looking at this. How relevant your article is. How relevant this particular manuscript is. When there is COVID-19 pandemic, as well as its effect, in the volume of hundreds of thousands of articles, you also submit something. It's just like any other person. How tall are you? How much tall you can be? That is a question you need to always ask. How relevant your work is? Is it outdated? Is it something people want to learn about? Is it something you cherish for long? People can treat it as a very important article in the higher sense, ideal level, but at least it should not be just like anything else. For example, there would be some people who would be working on topics such as anything is a good research But then when we write something on what are the types of rocks available in a university campus, it's different size, different shape, and other things you write as an article. That may not be of course, if you are a geologist, it might make some sense, but generally, just for the sake of conducting a research, do not go and do that. Or different types of paints used in a university. Whether painting of a building is influencing your life. Seriously, if you are using some psychological methods, it is good. Otherwise, simply you just conduct a survey and say that red is very good, blue is not good, and red and blue combination is going to be good. Very irrelevant topics sometimes. See to that you yourself can read it later. You do not laugh at that article you have written. So be clear about an article, the content as well as the presentation, and write only that is you think as relevant, or you might also think other people also think as relevant. So write relevant articles that are required. Accuracy. When you present some matters, when you present some data, identify some conclusion, even literature review, how accurate you are. Are you having a clear focus? You started with the research problem. Then what happens is, at the end, the conclusion is completely different. You started something, it's a 10-page or 20-page article, you just lost the focus. So one way of looking at this, you write the research problem or research questions in the beginning and copy that and present in the conclusion or in the research discussions section. And each question in answer, then delete the question from there. Do not just leave the first part there and then you come with that very different conclusion. In a hurry, sometimes we do that. So when you complete an article, you see each question you presented or a single question that you presented. Have you arrived at a proper conclusion, looking into every aspect of that? How accurate your processes are. When you want to conduct a research on student participation in online classes, taking some students who are very close to you will not help us. It is not an accurate data. And the conclusion also will not be accurate. And a simple feedback form, which is having good, bad, and okay, moderate or something like that, without following a research methodology. You get some conclusion, you publish it, you're trying to publish it. You get hundreds of thousands of journals that are available in India where you can publish. But is that the place you need to publish the things? Even with your mistakes that are available in the book, in the research article, people publish it. But is that the thing I want? Since my university is insisting, since my college is insisting, should I go with that? Of course, in the beginning stages, if you're not getting anything, do that. But do not continue to encourage that. That should not be the way in which you're going to be determining your life. In the beginning days, for learning purpose, if you want to see how things look like, you write anything you like. Do not worry about all these points. But you have to improve every day, every year. It should not be the same material, the way in which you teach in the class. You teach the same subject for 20 years. No, research article should not be like that. There should be clear growth from the first article you write to the current article you write. In presentation style, research methodology, accuracy, every aspect of that. Right? Finally, how original the article is. These are the 4 points I want to make. The first one is clarity. The second one is relevance, the third one is accuracy, and the fourth one is originality. Am I duplicating things? Am I just copying and changing the framework? I did some work in my college. When I went to the next college, the same methodology, everything is used, and just change some values and presenting it somewhere. I wrote on people in a fish market. Then I went to the same structure and methodology and other thing, everything is same, but I went and worked with some fruit people in the fruit market. So how original your article is it genuine? Is it something people appreciate when you write? Or people, after reading one or two articles of yours, find that, oh, that's the third one, it's going to be the same thing. I know that person, so he's going to write exactly the same. There is not much difference. If you read one of his articles, you know everything what he's going to write. Right. Typically same as some of our movie stars. Some of the movies, when the starting itself, we come to know how the conclusion is going to be. And we expect certain types of movies from some film stars. That should not be the way in which research articles has to be written. Look at always genuine questions. Therefore, do not copy anything from your previous work. You can cite it, but do not copy materials from your previous work as far as possible. It would lead to self-plagiarism, as well as going to have a lot of imitations there. Right. So these four things put together is going to you a fantastic contributor. Anybody would be interested in accepting your article. Clarity, relevance, accuracy, and originality. These should be the four pillars of your research writing. When you explore with new research areas, have these in your mind. Am I having clarity of what I'm going to do? Initially, I may not have it. Initially, when you write the articles also, you may not have it. But write it again, read it again, give it to one of your friends, and then ask the person to read it and see whether it's clear or not. Read to your husband, read it to your wife, read it to your children, and ask them whether they understood it or not. Is the presentation clear or not? How relevant? Only you can tell. In case you're doubtful about that, please contact your supervisor or your fellow, your colleague. Check whether this is relevant or not. This relevance is actually mostly understood from literature review. That is also the reason why I was telling, please visit journals and the current articles that are available there. They will tell you how relevant your work is. Are you sharp enough to present what is available, what you have found out, including what you need to find out, how you have done it, and what you found out? Is it accurate? Until it becomes, do not go for perfection, but more or less, if you're okay with what you presented it properly, every data you collected, you used it. It is not a part of that you're using. Then the question of originality, duplication, redundance, plagiarism, copying, simple copying of ours as well as others' ideas. You may wonder, as a researcher, I write an introduction. Can I continue with that? I continue with the research. I continue with the research topic. Can I use the same research methodology? So you can use the research methodology. Why don't I copy down my literature review in the next work also? Kindly avoid that. Treat it differently. Please write the points, then construct on your own. Your two research literature review should be as far as possible distinct. One wrong thing but many people do is you give your dissertation to your research scholar. Ask the person to imitate that. that might not be a good idea, because they're in the beginning stages, they might copy the entire literature because they might be doing a continuation of your work. So they copy the whole thing and that is available in the literature review, which is not fair. Trait help actually the person to write independently. You give the literature, but not the review completely. You, along with your scholar, conduct the review and then present it. And before proceeding with the writing, if possible, at least take some few minutes and prepare a plan for your work. What are the different levels of plan you can have? Primarily for your research articles. Secondarily, for your department, you can have a plan. You can have a monthly plan. You can have an annual plan. If you're going for an annual plan, I would say plan in such a way that the schedule should not be pressing too much, because you definitely would have your family. I just want how many, yeah, this is the number. Focus on some minimum numbers each year. How many research articles you want to write on? Beginning of the year itself, you plan. You make it more, much more also. However, if you can have a clear plan, okay, I have 12 months, I write 4 articles or 5 articles this year. Then try to reach that target. It is easy to reach that. So that is what, because when have a plan for numbers and prepare a schedule, but it should not press too much. It should not give you too much of tension. Feel relaxed and writing. So initially, when you are not in the mode of writing so many articles, go for 2 articles a year. Just 2 articles. Once you're comfortable with that, very next year, think about going for 4 articles. You know the skills, we continue with that. But you must have a plan, making sure that if you're targeting 2 a year, 6 months, you should be sending it to the journal. The manuscript should be sent from you. Even though you may not be interested in publishing, but get involved in as many projects as possible, as many conversations as possible, as many articles as possible you read. This is the idea of get involved in as many projects as possible, I say. Please read as many, discuss with your friends as many. Who knows what time you are going to get an inspiration to write an article. Take the topic to your classrooms. Whatever you have read in a research journal, research article, condense it and deliver it to the student. Maybe last 5 minutes of the class, you tell, this is the thing what I have learned. Or in the beginning, 5 minutes of the class, you might be able to inspire students. And that students would going to come and ask you, sir, shall I work with you? Madam, shall I work with you? And that's the time you are going to gain. And these students are very enthusiastic in the 2 months. In the beginning days, at least in the first 2 months of their class, just give them feed. They will not get involved in any other activities other than your works, other than the research works. Therefore, please inspire our students by giving small topics in the beginning itself. You do not have to worry too much about giving assignments. But if you have this contents read with you and each topic is there with you, at least you can send the students for reading 1 article, you have read it. So get involved in as many in different ways, the projects as possible. Focus on this minimum number. In case you are not able to completely read, you have so many skills with you. First is sometimes searching skills. Sometimes you have reading the research articles. So in the department board, you can go and write, okay, this is a new article. Let other people take it. Why do you cannot read it? Or you got an article, you think that your friend is interested in that. Just forward that article to that person. Support other people in the remaining works, in the works what they want. Sometimes it is a formatting technique that you know. You are good in language, proofreading. Just help others, extend support. They would come and support you. Learn to know each other, mutual acceptance. Primary collaboration should begin from your department. Someday, there should be an achievement day celebration in the department telling that every person in the department collaborate with every other person. In mathematics, we say it's a complete graph. Everybody has written one article with everybody else. There should be a level, a department with just 5 members to 50 members. Can you think of such as, if you are an inspiring leader in the department, a head of the department, or you just an employee there, a beginner, why don't you begin your research collaboration with your own colleagues? For that, you require mutual acceptance. Learn to know each other, what the other person wants. What is that person's strength? Because he is or she is employed with you in your department, it is not just anybody who walked on the street, came to your department and taught. You conducted interview and appointed the person. You had undergone interview and appointed the person. So the person is capable. Please tap the talent. Learn to know each other and accept the other person. Just appreciate the other person for a recent article that person has written. Put in your group. The moment you come to know about the article, rather than that person could posting their information, you just post the presentation and congratulate. Working together for a common goal. Have a target. If you have n numbers in the class department, let's have n squared number of articles or 2n articles. Double the number of people there. Just have some common goal as well as immediate personal goals. Motivate other persons to do research. What are the different motivations you can have? Do not think that your job is permanent there. Of course, some of the government jobs might be permanent, but that is not because of your talent, because the government system is like that. What happens if there is a layoff comes, like pandemic time now? What happens if someone is going to fire you from there for many reasons? Will another university or college accept you? That should be the starting point of at least a simple motivation you need to have. Of course, research has other greater motivation. And just simply telling for your relevance. I write articles primarily for me. If I don't write, I'm going to, as in the beginning day, in the inauguration, one of the speakers was mentioning about publish or perish. If you don't write research articles, you're going to perish. You're going to perish without any merit. Please have good motivation, at least for your job is concerned, have a good idea, and even at the late, probably very old day, you can continue to do research and publish with other people. There should develop a drive to write. The moment you start reading research articles, journals, collecting these journals and keeping with you, the natural inside drive in you to write to develop, and you have to give feed for that. Never leave your family astray. When you are obsessed with your research, never leave your family. Please take care of your parents, husband, wife, your children. Sometimes use the collaboration. Get their support also for your research. So no research without the support of family may help you. Identify good collaborations starting from your department. And as I mentioned earlier, when you write to some authors, they definitely would be interested in you. You write your abstract to that person. If that person is interested in you, you would get a good starting. Please, when you read the research article, copy down the email IDs of the authors also against their articles' names. Or ask some support from that person. At least they would give review and give you the articles. develop a personal timetable that is going to help you and that is going to nurture you as a good researcher. I think I must stop here. If I get some more time, I can do, but then it's already 10:45. Professor?
Professor, no problem. You may take your own time.
I go for 5 more minutes. Just quickly, I complete some of the things. Yeah. Some of the publication strategies, I just give you some websites that are useful for you. Not very, very popular one, but then something which is going to be really benefiting. You might have heard about this one. If not, please note down this: www.journalguide.com. Journalguide.com. This is a website that is giving you lot many information regarding different types of journals. You can search, go for advanced search, filter, sort, compare journals from across disciplines, depending on the early time they publish, the publishing time, number of articles coming in that. It's as a crowdsourced one. Even open access one. What is the time in which an article acceptance takes? Do you have to pay money to them? So many information is available with this website called journalguide.com. This is another website, scibi.com. You would get good reviews of research articles, apart from the list of articles. More than 40 million articles from across 15,000 world journals are available in this website. You have to register with them. What do they provide? They provide keywords, abstract. There is something called lay summary. I would explain what it is. Graphical abstract or image, video abstract, related resources would be available in this website. What is a lay summary? It's a summary of the article written in an ordinary language. A lay summary is intended to explain why the research is being suggested, what researchers aim to achieve, and how this may impact the rest of the research community in ordinary language. It would be very beneficial for us. And if you are, many of you are aware of this, but if you are from social science or management area, this is a very good website. You get a lot of data. Ourworldindata.org. Visit this sometime today itself. If you want to get COVID, if you want to get education, economics, so many different things. It's a free website. Lot of data in different forms you can download. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your fullest knowledge about writing and publishing strategies, and your perception towards research is really an eye-opener, sir. And your philosophy on research is very cordial. Thank you for being so lovable, and the way you rendered the lecture is so good. And sir, you are really so modest, and we should always be grateful for the love and care you showed on us. Thank you once again. Thank you so much, sir.
ராகவன் சார்
எஸ் சார்.
அப்படியே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றீங்களா
சார்? ஒரு 5 to 10 minutes விட்டுறலாம் சார்.
ஓகே ராகவன்.
11 o'clock கரெக்டா ஷார்ப்பா இருக்கும்.
ஓகே ஓகே.
Thank you, sir.
Amir sir, questions?
Meantime, should we stay in the platform or we can take leave, sir? Shall I ask the participant to take leave, or can they stay back in the link?
To raise questions, Mr.
Yes, please.
Over to the participants. Over to the participants. If there is any query towards our professor, you can ask your clarifications or any discussion to our resource person, Dr. Joseph Varghese, sir.
Please,
Participant can
I
raise.
am ready to answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Participant can raise if you have any queries or any discussions or anything else. Would you like to ask us, sir?
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, I'm Kavita from Vidya Mandir College, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you say that any grammatical checking software, sir, for
Um,
research?
there is a software that is paid software, like Grammarly.
Grammarly.
What most of the softwares what you use give you, even Microsoft Word or LaTeX, you have packages where in which you can search for grammar as well as spelling. One tip what I can give you is avoid long sentences.
Okay, sir.
Do not go for long compound sentences. Try
Okay,
to construct as simple as possible. But some of the classes when I take, I would suggest always, as far as possible, avoid any sentence with more than 13 words in it.
okay, sir.
Never go with a sentence which is more than 13 words. Try to reduce it, and you can always. And nobody wants to read a very long sentence, something like a judgment, a court case. You will not understand anything in that. Same is the case when you're writing research articles also. Please avoid long sentence and come with the smaller sentences. Nobody is going to, and you can, and many a case, you can identify the mistakes. And LaTeX comes with a package wherein which spelling would be easily corrected. And as well as in Microsoft Word also spelling, that is the easiest one. Do not go for very high paid ones and other thing. Grammarly is good, but I do not know whether you are going to improve your writing. It corrects automatically the whole thing, and you have to approve it. That's all. But will you learn it from there? I'm doubtful. Any grammar checking software is not going to help you learn. Mostly, it just corrects and gives you a good article sometimes if you know what the right thing is. But as far as possible, as I was mentioning to you, by imitating research articles, you actually identify how other people have written it. Just copy the English sentences with the phrases, the presentation styles there. That is going to help you. Simple softwares are Microsoft Word, spell check as well as grammar check, and then LaTeX, there would be grammar check package available. Just install that and you would be able to. And paid software is Grammarly is one of the best one. Grammarly it's online available. Many of the it works with the Microsoft Word and other softwares also. Grammarly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your nice information, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm Amritraj, assistant professor of English from the same college, sir. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Sir, how about, I'm afraid I'm not pretty sure about, how about the credential of, there is another software named Ginger software, sir, and how about the credentials of another software named Ginger?
I'm afraid I'm not come across that.
Okay, fine.
Two things I suggest you is, anybody, yes. I personally am not interested in, therefore I rarely use these things. One is a plagiarism software. The second one is a grammar check software. It is not going to improve your writing.
Yes, definitely.
It is going to, it is in the long run, again, every time, the moment you start depending on them, you have to depend throughout. So learn on your own, that is the best way. Every day, make sure that you are learning something little and improve that learning, and you are going to be expert soon. Do not expect that in the beginning days of your writing, you are going to write excellently. But as and when you grow up, in 5 years, 10 years at time, you should grow. Every time, do not depend on someone else. Same as using the softwares or classroom teaching techniques and other things. Yes. So I remember some of our people, they were depending on their children for using mobile phones, smartphones and computers in the beginning of the pandemic when we have online classes. Are you continuing to do the same thing even after 1.5 years? Do your children have to come and support you for conducting a web conference or presenting something? If you can learn that, if you have improved that, you can learn in language also. Yes. You can language presentations also. You don't require very strong constructions in English. Very simple construction, small sentence that are going to help us. And
Yes.
most important thing is, most of our universities come with, colleges come with an English department. Have
Yes.
friendship with one of the members there. And in some cases, give him or her a cup of coffee. Or some cases, when you write 5 articles, give one of them an authorship to that person. That's the best thing.
Yes.
Why do you want a
Definitely.
Grammarly software for this?
Yes. No, actually, I'm a faculty of English. Sir. I just wanted, for the sake of other of my friends. I belong to the Department of English.
Oh, okay.
And there is another question in the chat box, sir. For humanities regarding English literature, how can we decide the impact factor?
In fact, we need not decide impact factor. Impact factor is not to be constructed by or calculated by us. It's already a given fact. And I would suggest you not go with this impact factor and other thing. It is not going to help you improving your article. It is something like you are born in a big family, or you are going to have a food from a mall. That will the quality of your food going to be improved because of that? You have primarily, you should be confident of your manuscript, your research quality. Of course, as and when you continue to write, you might get publishing in a good journals in which the so-called numbers are mattering. Because there are certain disciplines, impact factor is not going to work out. It's just let's say, a proxy metric. That is not going to be decider of the quality of a research article. It's a measure of a journal, which is not going to measure the quality of your article. And there are certain disciplines like, medical, or even in mathematics, optimization and other areas, you get a lot of citations without even some people reading your article, they would cite you. Will that improve your writing? Will that make sure that your article is better? You can write a research article in algebra and just for literature, or even in sociology, philosophy. People may not even read or may not even cite. That never is going to dilute the quality of your research article. Please be confident in your writing. Continue to write. Never go after these numbers. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Any other participants would like to raise any question to our resource person?
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible, ma'am. You can.
Actually, sir, a lot of journals require a plagiarism report. And sometimes they only want a plagiarism report from Urkund or Turnitin. But these are costly softwares. How do we get such reports? I mean, does Inflibnet or any other facility?
Ma'am, I just want to tell you, please look at these journals who are insisting on plagiarism.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent the articles, my published research articles in Elsevier or Springer. They are not asking for plagiarism, soft checking.
All right.
So who are the people who are asking for plagiarism? They are not confident of conducting a proper review. They ask for plagiarism report. And will the plagiarism report assure you that your article is really good? Okay. And the moment you write, you come to know whether you are copying or not. So the best is stop copying other people's work.
No, sir. It's not about us copying. I know for sure that I've not copied, or if I have taken something, I've cited. Yes, but then for publication, for instance, there's one journal, I don't know to name it. There's one journal on UGC care list. Journal.
You don't have to go with the journal which is answering me, because if you're confident of not copying, you don't have to worry about that journal at all.
Right.
There are hundreds of journals available who are not asking for that.
All right, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.
Many of these paid journals are actually asking for this.
No, sir. Yeah. I'm talking of one journal on UGC care list. And as a person of...
First is many of the journals in UGC care list are not at all of high quality.
All right.
Yeah, mediocre journals only. Many of them. I say not everything, but many of them.
Many of them.
Yeah, including many of them in Scopus too.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Someone is asking us, especially in UGC list and other things, You just skip that journal, go for something else. If
Right,
you
sir.
are good with your articles.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Any other questions, participants?
Thank you, Professor, for a nice presentation.
Amar sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Amar sir, this is PS. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Professor CR, sir, shall we proceed for the valedictory? The clock
Yes.
reads 11, as you said. Now the clock reads 11 sharp.
Yes, yes.
Shall I proceed for the valedictory, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once again, a very rapturous morning to one and all gathered here around the globe in this ever memorable valedictory occasion of our 1 week international workshop on how to write a quality research article by the R&D cells of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College Autonomous, Ootangarai, Krishnagiri District, Tamil Nadu, India, with a collaboration of Christ Deemed to be University, Bengaluru, and Jyoti Engineering College, Kerala. Our SVM college was incepted in the year 2000. Since then, we focus on rendering quality education to the young student community. Today, as an inevitable milestone, we took painstaking efforts during this pandemic situation to withstand the quality of education and research. With all positive hope, I render a wet carpet welcome to this valedictory occasion of our 1 week international virtual workshop. Welcoming is like a dessert in a dinner, which fulfills a sumptuous feast. To make it very memorable, I would like to welcome respected Mrs. P. Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to deliver the welcome address.
Once again, Amir,
Yes, sir.
you once ensured our principal sir, secretary sir, and is there in a Zoom link. You ensured that once. Sridevi, ma'am, you can wait 5
Sir,
minutes.
I'm present, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'm just
We both of here in our
sorry for the
we ensure that the joint secretary is available in this link or not.
yes, sir.
Sure.
Sir, our respected principal is available, sir. Can I? I'm looking for the participants name list.
Yes.
I'm not sure about his device name, sir.
Shivkumar sir, you also ensured that.
RS, sir, can anyone of the R&D member?
Ravan, sir, we also tried to reach him, sir, but he is not pick up the phone, joint secretary.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Along with me, sir.
Okay, sir. I will call you.
Yeah.
Participant,
Sir,
wait
sorry,
for a few
line,
minutes.
sir. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
Yes, dear participant, just for a few minutes, our dignitaries are about to join our link, and for time being,
Within
Ravan,
1 or
sir.
2 minutes. Yes, sir.
Sir, joint secretary will also come here, sir. Within few minutes, he will also join with us, sir.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay, sir. Okay.
Saleh,
Before our dignified professors, let's unbounded duty to bring a few glimpses of my Vidyamandir College. Our college, as I told, it was incepted in year 2000, and so far we have produced 50 gold medals in the Periyar University examination and n number of university ranks. And most of our students are working in parts of our country and also some parts of the world. And we offer 13 UG courses, 9 PG courses, and n number of research courses. And now, today, we stand so majestic as an autonomous institution and one of the premier institutes in the districts of Krishnagiri and Dharmapuri. And in the near future, we are in the process of achieving potential for excellence to our college. And in the near future, Vidyamandir will shine as a deemed to be university in the near future. A few glimpses about my college. It is my unbounded duty to bring to all the participants with a note of humble and modest. I just wanted to bring out a few Himalayan achievements made by college.
excuse me, Amir.
Yes, sir.
I think you include one more person for speaker, Dr. Mariappan Perumal.
Okay, sir.
He is also felicitation to the function.
Yes. Already I enlisted in there. He's available. He's
Yes.
in the list. I
Yes.
enlisted. Yes.
I think also South African professor Margandi is also available.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone has been included. No problem, sir.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once you can start, once you proceed the vote of thanks, you can ask your principal first.
Okay, sir. Can anyone ensure about the joining of our joint secretary and secretary? May I request the convener?
Our principal already told wait for 5 minutes, Amir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, sir. Okay,
he
fine.
will join, no problem.
Yes. Sir, another thing, the next person, Professor Satish Kumar, has been made as a co-host, sir, because he's going to present the theme of the workshop. He's been made as a co-host.
No problem, Amit, sir. No problem. Everyone can able to
okay, fine.
themselves and speak. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Professors, kindly excuse me. Am I audible to all? I just want to ensure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And also a kind information for all the participants, either this evening or within tomorrow morning, you all will get your certificates. Once, if you have received your certificate for the participation of our 1 week workshop, please kindly ensure it and acknowledge your name in the respective WhatsApp groups. And after acknowledging, you can take leave from the WhatsApp group. And if there is any issue or any queries towards receiving your certificate, please feel free enough to contact us, and we do our best to provide you the certificate at the earliest.
Raghavan, sir?
Evening.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the interruption, Amir Raj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Raghavan, sir, better you can collect the feedback regarding the sessions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
10 minutes, Joint Secretary will come and join with us. After that,
Yes.
we'll start the function. Better
Yes,
you
sir.
ask the participant to give the
Yes, sir.
feedback about the sessions.
One
Okay,
second,
sir.
sir.
It is better.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shall I?
Once again, Amir.
Yes.
Palni, sir, you can send with me the final feedback with the group and also this WhatsApp group. And you can ask Amir, no problem.
Okay. Orally, dear participants, and we have n number of participants around our country as well as some parts of the world, I hope. And this is a time where you can put your valuable suggestions for us, so that we improve ourselves for the well-being. And your feedback really mean a lot. So kindly, please be, feel free enough to put all your oral feedback, if any, for our improvement in the near future. And we expect your fullest cooperation, and we are asking for your valuable feedback orally or in the chat box. You can post, so that we improve ourselves for the betterment. A kind request to all the participants. I hope I'm audible to all the participants. Please, convey or put your valuable feedback for the improvement or for the quality, or it may be of anything. You are most welcome to give your feedback. We expect really your feedback mean a lot. And moreover, you are all posted a link in the chat box. Please kindly fill in the feedback link. That will definitely let us to improve for improving our quality as well. A kind request for all the participants. And as I was telling earlier, this evening you will receive your certificate, and stating your name and the qualification, what you mentioned, And if there is any query in regard to receiving your certificate, please, you can contact us, and we'll try to clarify the issue at the earliest, and we'll provide you a certificate for participation as early as possible. And once again, if you have received your certificate, please log into the WhatsApp group. Please mention your name and your designation, mentioning received certificate, and you can take leave from the WhatsApp group, so that it will be convenient for us to monitor about the dispatching of the certificates. Or wait for this evening or tomorrow morning. If there is any delay in receiving the certificate, you can contact us. You can contact the coordinator or the convener or any of the R&D member. We'll definitely clarify your issue, and we'll provide you a certificate for participation. Once again, a kind request, participants can mute your mic. And we are getting some positive pop-ups, positive messages in the chat box. Really, thank you for all the participants, for all your love and for all your patience, for all your love you showed for the last 1 week. Really, we have come to the fag end of the day, and really Vidya Mandir is planning to have you all in person, hoping to meet you all after the well-being of the entire world, after the well-being of all this pandemic issue. We, Vidya Mandir, will definitely render a welcome of any workshop or conference or seminar, and hoping to meet you all, my dear participants, in the temple of Vidya Mandir in person in near future. Let's put our prayers, and I request all the participants to put your prayers, pray the Almighty or pray the nature for the well-being of the entire world, hoping all of us must lead a hale and healthy life, and all our prayers will definitely heal the pain, and definitely the universe is expected to be as normal as ever, hoping the best. And again, time for you, and anything would you like to convey, you can unmute and you can speak, the coordinator and all the resource person or listening to us. So Vidya Mandir is expecting for all feedback, maybe of negative or positive. Definitely negative feedback will definitely motivate us, and we clarify. It is of no issue. We'll clarify, and we will move towards things.
Excuse me?
Yes, ma'am.
Minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Tomi Rajavarthi, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of English from Uttarakhand Government Arts College, Vellore. I've been listening to all these sessions. And a great applause to Sri Vidya Mandir College, and you have arranged the Zoom meeting in a well-mannered, in a well-structured way, and a great applause for that. And also the speakers, well, you have invited the good speakers, and they delivered it in relevance to the topic which were allotted to them. And a great applause for that, and a great applause for the organizers and for the people who were in charge of this. And my special applause goes to Mr. Hamadraj. I'm very happy to have heard his MC in the day one, and as well as in this last day from the valedictory function. It is to my great honor that I have to applaud Hamadraj, because he was one of my students, and I'm very happy to see and hear Hamadraj to shine in Vidya Mandir. And I take this opportunity to assure Vidya Mandir College that Hamadraj will certainly be a great asset to your college. And I'm very happy about him, and as well as I'm really taken up by the MC that he has done. And another, a request here, one of the requests. See, since I belong to the Department of English, most of the sessions which I heard, though the topics were quite general, it was very specific in relation to maths and physics and botany and something like that. So if you try to, select some general topic, it would be better even if you relate it to the humanities subjects. So that is my, feedback. But overall, everything was good, excellent, and to be appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's really a very big surprise, and thank you so much. Today is all because of my most respected tutor, Dr. Mrs. Bobby Rajaganti. Thank you so much, ma'am. You're always, being very special to me, ma'am. Thank you for all your blessings. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Proceed, ma'am.
Sir, in the WhatsApp group, there was a post like we have to do the separate registrations for certificates, sir.
No, ma'am. Once if you have filled all the feedback links on the sessions, that is more than enough for receiving a certificate, ma'am. There is no other any separate link for that. Once if you have filled all the feedback links on the day of workshop, that is more than enough in regard to get your certificate, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And what I want to say is in our academic, our college lectures were also going on. So that's why I have filled some of the feedbacks later, means afterward.
Okay.
So is it okay, no, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, ma'am. We'll let you know, and you will get your certificate.
Yes, sir. And I want to give a feedback on this. The sessions were very good, and all the speakers were eminent speakers were there. Means we have got very much nicely informative sessions were there. Monica Agarwal, ma'am, Yadav sir, and all other speakers were very nice, sir. We enjoyed, and as I am a research scholar from BAMU University, Aurangabad, so I got many things to learn in the research domains, different domains, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
I'm Dr. Sitavi Ethinder. I'm Vice Principal and Head of Department of Zoology and Genetics, Jyoti Nivas College Autonomous, Bangalore. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the organizers, Vidya Mandir College of Arts and Science Autonomous, for organizing such an excellent workshop. And what I really liked about the resource persons is the topics which were selected by the resource persons all revolved around the theme of the workshop. So all the topics were very good for a young researcher to really come up and to write a quality research article in good journals. And one thing which I really appreciate about the workshop is all the participants were given sufficient time and space to clarify their questions with the resource person. And the time management was excellent. Thank you once again, the organizers of the workshop.
Thank you, ma'am. Your feedback mean a lot. Thank you so much.
Yes, I am Chella Pondian from Vivekananda College, Madurai. So I am very happy to say my feedback regarding the One Week program for the research. So first of all, I congratulate the organizing committee for your enormous effort to actually stop completion of this program. First of all, I thank to the organizing committee regarding the selection of the resource person and the time management. And also one more thing regarding the each and every person, the resource person, they provided the enormous subject knowledge for their audience and also provided their PPT is a wonderful support to the participant for the further reference. I thank the organizing committee. One more suggestion to the organizing committee to conduct the further program recording, how to conduct the everybody having the certain research methodology aspect of knowledge, but they are very eager to know the methodology. The analytical part is very important. That's why I'm asking you to the research committee. You may conduct a 1 week program or 2-3 days program for the SPSS or other area of research tools, software training, hands-on training. That may be very useful to the audience. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Amirdra sir, audible sir, my voice?
Yes, proceed, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Proceed, ma'am.
Sir, good evening to one and all present here. Now our 1 week international workshop on how to write a quality research article wind up time. The feedback is main backbone for the future arrangements of any program. So, well arrangements, proper time management. Every professor connect with before 1 hour their schedule. Most of the professor expose our effort for deliver the speech. Most of the topic unknown me, but this wonderful workshop give me a lot of information. I think we are a childhood level in the field of research than compared to this workshop. Ma'am Parul Sharma, Ma'am Monica Agarwal, Sir Selva Pandian, Sir Vimal Gerald, Sir Abdul Hakim, Sir Jayaraman, Sir Perumal Mariyappan, and Joseph Varghese, Ranjan Patra, and Ma'am Kalpana are excellent speech and explanation. I feel very guilty for the speech of Monica Agarwal ma'am because her expression, pronunciation, efforts, and also till now in front of me. And one more experts, Vimal Gerald and Selvapanian sirs, little time but elaborate and more slides. They are exposed to us. And number of unknown words in the area of articles, latex document, 5 wives, 1 husbands, mat labs, futuristic ethical research, and 1 or 2. So this is the wonderful workshop. So thank to our management, principal, R&D coordinators, and team members of Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, Krishnagiri, Tamil Nadu. And one more thank to our resource persons. Finally, R&D cell of Christ University and Jyoti Engineering College, Tiruchur, Kerala. One more thank to all for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Your feedback was again really mean a lot. Yes. Any other participants or?
Surendra has raised his hands, Mr.
Sir?
Namaste. Namaste all. My name is Surendra. I'm from Tumkur. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
It's fine. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce and Management, Tumkur, Karnataka. And my feedback about this webinar is there is no words to say because all those 7 days went good. And being the beginners like me, for my kind of people who are working simultaneously, and the greatest thing about this webinar is it's been telecasted on YouTube as well. It was live and it is available for the later references. So my request is to the organizers is please do not make it private. All the links should be made public even after these 7 days, so that people like me can refer them anywhere, at any time when it is needed for us. Please keep them public. This is my request. And the overall the organization of organizing of this webinar was amazing. It was though it is a collaborated one, we didn't think it was not like that. there'll be some troubles, and there'll be some misunderstandings between the people amongst the organizers when there are multiple organizers joining together. But here in this webinar, we didn't see such any mishappenings. Everything went good, and thanks and hats off to you people. Every single resource persons gave their best to reach the people like me who are learning ABCDs of research work. So hats off to you all people. Thank you all. And we will be looking for, we will be waiting for further efforts from you people. We will definitely be joining, and we will be getting benefited. Thank you.
In the near future, we'll let you and render invitation for all our workshops, sir. And
Yes, sir.
for your kind information, and all these lectures are available in YouTube storage, so
Okay,
that
sir.
you can log in, and any of your convenient time you can watch.
Yes,
and thank you, sir. We hope to meet you in near future in our college. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. Vinuta Bhatta from Jyotinivas College, Autonomous, Bangalore. So at the outset, let me congratulate the organizers for the grand success of workshop. And one aspect that I would like to highlight on this workshop is that it was very relevant not only for teaching fraternity, it was relevant for researchers, it was very relevant for even young students like UG or PG students. In that way, you reached a very big group of audience, and that is really commendable. Thank you for organizing such wonderful workshop. So I again congratulate and wish that you conduct many more workshops like this to reach out big group of interested people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Next, please. Any other participants?
Any other? A kind request, is there anything to be changed or anything to be improvised from our side? We'll ask the participants, is there anything to be changed or anything to be improvised from our side? You can let us so that we improve. Negative feedbacks, if any, also welcome. We definitely take to our superior and we clarify those issues for the full perfection. That also are most welcome from your side. And as another participant said, really the collaboration from Christ University and the Jyoti Engineering College, we had a very good rapport. As the participant said, we had no issues. All the three premier institutes, we had a very cordial rapport between us. That is the very main success for the successful conduct of this international workshop. The due support from Christ deemed to be university and Jyoti Engineering College is also so cordial, and all the coordinators and all the professors from those two institutions are so cordial to us. Here, I wish to bring that as well.
Amir, shall we go for validity function?
Shall we go? Yes, sir. Thank you. Once again, good morning to one and all gathered here in this ever memorable valid location of our 1 week international workshop on how to write a quality research article by the R&D cell of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Autonomous, Ootangarai, Krishnagiri District, Tamil Nadu, India, with the collaboration of the Premier Institute, Christ, deemed to be University of Bangalore, and Jyoti Engineering College, Kerala. With all a positive hope, I render a red carpet welcome to this valued occasion. As it is rightly said, welcoming is like a dessert in a dinner, which fulfills a sumptuous feast. To make it very memorable, I would like to welcome my most respected professor, Mrs. P. Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, sir. A very gleeful morning to one and all. First of all, I register my sincere thanks to the management and the R&D coordinator
moderator, for giving me this wonderful opportunity of lending a warm welcome to all on the valedictory occasion of 1 week international workshop on how to write a quality research article. Good morning to all. I deem it a great pleasure and honor to welcome our most esteemed founder, Thiru V. Chandrasekharan, Sri Vidyamandir Educational Institutions, Uttangarai, Tamil Nadu. I welcome you with due respect and honor, sir. Now I take the grant to welcome our most respected secretary, a man of never-ending service, the busy bee of the college, Thiru R.P. Raji, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai. I welcome you, sir. I extend a genial welcome to the person who has been the replica of success and who knows the best way to persuade and comfort anyone he knows. And he is none other than our additional secretary, Thiru P. Venkatachalam, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College. I welcome you, sir. I have a great pleasure to welcome the strengthening power of a college, a man of challenges and immediate actions, our respected Principal, Dr. T. Balasubramanian, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College. I welcome you, sir. I extend a warm welcome to our respected Vice Principal, Dr. N. Gunasekharan, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College. I welcome you, sir. Now I take a great pleasure in welcoming Dr. Joseph Verghese, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Christ deemed to be University, Bengaluru, who gave us a wonderful session this morning. I welcome you, sir, for this valedictory function.
Thank you.
I render a red carpet welcome to our distinguished professor, Dr. O.D. McCandy, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University, South Africa. I welcome you, sir, for the valedictory session. Now I welcome Dr. Shanta Leshra, Professor of Mathematics, Indian Statistical Institute, New Delhi, India. I welcome you, sir. It's my privilege to welcome Dr. Biju C.V., Professor and R&D Coordinator, Jyoti Engineering College, Cheradurti, Kerala. I welcome you, sir. I now render a very cordial welcome to Dr. Perumal Mariyappan, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Bishop Herbert College, Tiruchirappalli. I welcome you, sir. It's my privilege to welcome the most eminent professor behind the success of this great workshop of 1 week, symbol of humbleness, who has a supporting hand with collaboration with us, Dr. S. Pranesh, R&D Coordinator, Christ deemed to be University, Bengaluru. I cordially welcome you, sir. I now feel proud to welcome another collaborator and the motivational symbol who readily gave their consent for this workshop and who's going to support us, I hope, in near future also. I welcome Dr. B. Deepan Raj, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to extend a most cordial and warm welcome to the eminent resource professors from the capital city of our nation, one of the symbol of pride of this workshop, who readily gave us their consent to guide us in all seminars and conferences, workshops conducted by Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College. They are none other than the most eminent professors from Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology, Delhi, Dr. Parul Sharma, Assistant Professor of English. I welcome you, ma'am. And from the same university, I welcome Dr. Monica Agarwal, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. I welcome you too, ma'am. Next, I render a convivial welcome to the versatile personality of the college, who is addressed by his fame and most pleasing words from all, the man behind the great success of this workshop, Dr. C. Raghavan, R&D Coordinator, Head PG and Research Department of Mathematics, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I extend a hearty welcome to the convener of the workshop, Dr. R. Shivakumar, Assistant Professor of English, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, who has been a supporting tool throughout this workshop. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome the co-convener of the workshop, the Professor of Excellence and Goodwill, Lady of Goodwill, Mrs. D. Kavita, Head, Department of Computer Science and Application. I welcome you, ma'am. I welcome the most professional person of our college, who is to update all of us with a workshop report, Dr. B. Satish Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome Dr. M. Murali, Assistant Professor and Organizing Secretary of the 7 Days International Workshop. I welcome you, sir. Now I take the pleasure of welcoming Dr. P. Parani, convener of this workshop, who is going to render the vote of thanks. I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome Mr. R. Amartaraj, Assistant Professor and the host of this one-week international workshop valedictory function, who is presenting the speakers and the felicitators in a very cordial manner. I also welcome the host of Christ Deemed to be University College, Bengaluru, Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala, for their mastery over this workshop throughout the week. And now I take the pleasure of welcoming the heads and staff members of various departments of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Jyoti College of Engineering, Thrissur, Kerala, and Christ University, Bengaluru. I'm much pleased to welcome all the resource persons who gave their wonderful sessions throughout the week, the 1 week workshop, and the participants, well-wishers, the technical staff members of all the 3 colleges, each and every person behind the success. I also welcome the media persons and the stakeholders. I welcome you all once again to this valedictory section of the 7 Days International Workshop. And I thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you. Over to Amartaraj.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your cordial welcome. As it is rightly said, tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. Really, the R&D cells of Sri Vidyamandir College, Jyoti Engineering College and Christ University took fullest fruitful effort for bringing all the noble minds together. Today, as a note of Himalayan achievement, with due respect, I welcome Dr. Satish Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, to present the report of the workshop. Over to Dr. Satish Kumar for his workshop report.
Thank you, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, doctor. Yes, Professor.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, good morning to one and all present here. So before summing up the workshop report, I would like to thank the entire management of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, starting from our honorable, beloved founder, Thiru Chandrasekharan sir, the secretary of our college, most respected Thiru R.P. Raji sir, and P. Venkatachalam, additional secretary of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, and the administrative persons of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, our beloved principal, Dr. T. Balasubramanian sir, and Thiru N. Gunashekharan sir, Dr. N. Gunashekharan sir, and Dr. C. Raghavan, R&D coordinator of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, for giving me this an opportunity to sum up the workshop report. Okay. With an aim to understand the role, significance, and importance of quality writing in research articles, the R&D committee, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, in collaboration with Christ University, Bengaluru, and Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala, organized 1 week international workshop on how to write a quality research article between 24th May 2021 and 30th May 2021. I would like to summarize the workshop. The workshop was addressed by 24 national and international academicians. The international speakers were from South Africa, United Kingdom, China, and Malaysia. The workshop was attended by more than 537 participants from all parts of India, starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, making it a huge success. The inaugural function of the workshop was started at IQAC Hall of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai. The inaugural session of 1 week International Workshop 2021 was started with a prayer. After prayer, Mrs. D. Kavita, Head, Department of Computer Science and co-convener of the workshop, delivered her welcome address and invited the resource persons to the program. After her welcome speech, the theme of the workshop was revealed by Dr. R. Shivakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of English, and after that, the Lifetime Researcher Award was conferred to 3 researchers during the inaugural session in recognition to their outstanding contribution to the field of research. The 3 recipients of the award are Professor O.D. Makende, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University, South Africa; Dr. Sunny Joseph Kalyantangal, Principal, Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala; Dr. B. Mahandesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Christ University, Bengaluru. And due to the pandemic situation, on behalf of all the recipients, Dr. Shivakumar, convener of the workshop, received the award from the most respected Thiru R.P. Raji, Secretary, and most respected Thiru P. Venkatachalam, Additional Secretary of Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College. After the award ceremony, most respected Thiru R.P. Raji, Secretary of SVM College, most respected Thiru P. Venkatachalam, Additional Secretary, SVM College; Dr. T. Balasubramaniam, Principal, SVM College; Dr. N. Gunashekaran, Vice Principal, SVM College; Dr. Joseph Verghese, Professor, Christ University, Bengaluru; Dr. Joseph, Director of Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala; Dr. C. Raghavan, R&D Coordinator, SVM College; Dr. O.D. Bagdasar, Professor of Mathematics, University of Derby, United Kingdom, felicitated the program. In his speech, to R.P. Raji, with great pleasure, research persons, participants, and organizing team for the grand success. Thiru T. Venkatachalam, in his speech of felicitation, wished the young researchers, participants to get benefited from the workshop, and also expressed the best wishes for the workshop to be glorious event. And Dr. T. Balasubram, in his felicitation speech, extended his greetings to all the participants, to the invited speakers and organizing committee of Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, Christ University, and Jyoti Engineering College. In his felicitation speech, he also insisted the importance, quality, and quantity of publication for research and academic jobs, and the importance of number of citations. He also conveyed his heartfelt wishes to the participants to get deep insight on how to write a quality research articles. Dr. Joseph Verghese, Professor, Department of Mathematics from Christ University, Bengaluru, in his speech felicitation function, has appreciated the Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College for their work in the field of teaching, learning, and research. He also congratulated all the organizing committee for arranging the timely workshop during this pandemic time, and stressed the importance of proper language and right content of the article. Joseph, the director of Jyoti Engineering College, in his felicitation speech expressed his privilege to be a part of this workshop. He also stated the importance of writing research article and expressed his best with great grand success. Dr. C. Raghavan, R&D Coordinator of SVM College, expressed his privilege in his felicitation speech in organizing this workshop in collaboration with Christ University and Jyoti Engineering College. He also extended his gratitude to all the organizing committee, especially Joseph Verghese, for his major role as a backbone of this workshop. Dr. O.D. Bagdasar congratulated all the organizers for this wonderful workshop during his felicitation speech. After the felicitation program, Dr. D. Balaji, Assistant Professor of Physics from Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, delivered a formal vote of thanks to conclude the inaugural session. It was then handed over to the moderators for taking the workshop forward. Coming to the technical session, the workshop was consisted of 7 days, in which last day was for valedictory function with a special keynote address from Professor Joseph Werner, that a day consists of 2 sessions, that is morning and afternoon session, and each session involved 2 speakers respectively. The day 1 of the workshop, that is 24th May 2021, Mr. Amir Raj, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, beautifully compared the entire day of the workshop. Dr. Parul Sharma deliberated on the topic, the role of language in writing effective research paper. In her lecture, she explained detailedly about the 10 steps for writing a research paper, starting from getting familiar with the field of research to rewrite, reread, and submit the research paper before submission. She also explained the features of academic writing. She also stressed the importance and significance of clarity and precision of writing quality paper. The next speaker of the day 1 was supposed to be Dr. T. Muthukumar to deliver his lecture on topic entitled Ethics in Scientific Publication. But unfortunately, his father expired on the day before workshop, so he was unable to deliver his lecture. At this junction, we, on behalf of organizing committee, we express our deepest sympathy to Dr. T. Muthukumar and his family. The third speaker of the workshop, day 1, was Dr. O.D. Bagdasar, who has delivered his talk on topic entitled How to Write Quality Articles in Mathematics. In his special lecture, he explained how to start before writing a mathematical paper and explained the structure of mathematical paper. Finally, the process, that is the publication process from preprint, the second one, where to submit, the process of submission, decision after submission, and the publication. In his concluding remarks, Professor has advised that writing and publishing research articles takes effort, time, and research. If your paper is rejected, do not get discouraged and keep going. If your paper is accepted, do not sleep on your laurels. Be humble and get back to the work. This is the advice given by Dr. O.D. Bagdasar in his lecture. The final talk of the day 1 was given by Professor Mangala Sundar Krishnan, who delivered his elegant special lecture on topic quality of published work, work to publish or publish after work. In his special lecture, he shared some of the important metrics to examine in writing a quality research articles, such as the need to publish, the right forum to publish, the quality of research training, the relevance of published work. He also, in his keynote, told that good research is not a commodity research. Good ideas are not in plenty. And he also urged the participants to avoid electronic garbage in his special keynote address. There, the day 1 was concluded, and the day 2, that is 25th May 2021, Dr. George Raphael from Jyoti Engineering College compared wonderfully the entire day 2 of the workshop. The first speaker of the day, that is session 1, was Dr. A. George Maria Silvam, who delivered the special lecture entitled Latex for Research Writing. In his talk, he signified the importance of latex and explained the classes of document, structure of document, the packages available in latex, the table of environment, notation, and standard tables. And also, he suggested some of the useful books available for the latex. The second speaker of the session 1 of the day 2 was Dr. M. Jayaraman, who delivered his special lecture on topic improving research impact and metrics. In his talk, Professor detailedly explained the importance of research, the publication of scholarly articles, the significance of researcher identifiers such as ORCID, the research metrics, the importance of SCI journals, science citation expanded journals, and UGC CARE journals, especially for the Indian authors. The day 2, the third speaker was supposed to be Dr. R.K. Govindraj, but unfortunately, he was unable to deliver his lecture on this workshop because on the day of his lecture, his father's sudden demise due to the COVID-19. So on this occasion, we, on behalf of the organizing committee, express our condolence to him and his family. The fourth speaker of the day 2 was Karthikeyan. Dr. Karthikeyan spoke on topic criteria for using different statistical tests. In his talk, he explained how to formulate the hypothesis, the types of variables, differences between quality and quantity research, the types of statistical tests available for the quality research. There, the day 2 was concluded and the day 3 was begun. Dr. Nisha from Jyoti Engineering College compared the day 3. The first speaker of the day 3 session 1 was Dr. Santa Laishram, who delivered his lecture on topic entitled How to Work on a Problem and Write a Research Paper in Mathematics. In his talk, he explained how to identify the problem and steps to be done after identifying the problem. He clearly explained how to write a mathematical problem in a precise form. The second speaker of the day 3 was Dr. P. Mariappan, who deliberated the talk on topic data envelopment analysis, DEA. In his talk, he explained the financial ratio analysis, profitability ratios, profit margin, decision-making units, selection of input and output data. He clearly explained how to do all these steps. The day 3, the next speaker of the day 3 was Dr. KVS Rajashekara Rao, who delivered his talk on topic entitled Nuisance of Writing a Research Paper in Management Domain. In his presentation, he clearly outlined the management research and its types, the functional areas of management research, methodology of management research, types of management research publication, ethics in manuscript publication, indexing and databases aspects. The final speaker of the day 3 was Dr. Ranjan Patra, who delivered his special lecture on topic literature review. In his speech, he explained clearly the reasons for conducting a literature review, necessity for writing a literature review, and what is literature review, the purpose of literature review, disciplines which uses the literature review, and the resources available for literature. The day 4, Mrs. Sridevi from Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College compared the day 4 wonderfully. Dr. Nagarajan Surya Devara was the first speaker who delivered his talk on topic entitled Research Ethics. In his special speech, he explained the ethics in research, especially bioethics. He clearly explained what is research, the importance of bioscience research, the challenges which the bioscience research is facing, the components of research ethics, especially agricultural ethics, animal ethics, and the effect of research on the environmental and unethical action by the researchers, and finally, the ethical issues involving in clinical trials. The second speaker of the session 1 of the day 4 was Dr. Biju CV, who delivered a special lecture on topic entitled Literature Review. In his speech, he explained the purpose and basic requirement of effective literature review, how to write critically, assess the research articles, materials available, how to develop strategies for inventing, organizing, and drafting literature review. And he also explained the practical approaches to improve quality of literature review. The day 4, the third speaker of the day 4 was Dr. K. Mohan, who deliberated the talk on topic entitled How to Write a Quality Research Article. In her speech, she explained the scientific paper and its structures. She clearly explained how to write each and every section of a paper, starting from the title to affiliations, abstracts, keywords, to the end appendices. Also, she have given tips for journal selection. The final speaker of the day 4 was Dr. A.K. Abdul Hakim, who delivered his talk on topic Basics of Latex, a high-quality document preparation system. In his topic, he clearly explained differences between the LaTeX and MS Word, the LaTeX production chain, its advantages, the basics of coding, LaTeX documentation classes, and also how to include pictures and tables in LaTeX, how to typeset, how to do bibliographics in LaTeX. These are the aspects which are covered by Dr. A.K. Abdul Hakim in his special lecture. The day 5, Mrs. D. Kavita compared the entire day 5 beautifully. The first speaker of the day 5 was Dr. M. Selvapandian, who has given special lecture on topic How to Write a Quality Article. In his speech, he explained the objectives of writing quality research article, what is research, what is article and its types, the scientific article and its parts, appendages, highlights of the research article. The second speaker was Dr. Monica Agarwal, who has given his special lecture on topic entitled An Insight to Quality Scientific Writing in Physics. In her talk, she has given an insight to what is research, the different types of research papers available, the structure of paper, and she has clearly explained the literature review, the significance and importance of literature review. The third speaker of the day 5 was Vimal Gerald, who has given special lecture on topic critical learning skills in writing quality research articles in the field of computer science. In his speech, he detailedly explained the types of research in technology, process of writing technical article, the choice of publications, do's and don'ts in article writing, and how to prepare, how to do the preparatory works before writing article, the process of writing articles. These are the aspects which are covered by Dr. Vimal Gerald. The last speaker of the day 5 was Dr. P. Joel Roy, who has given a special lecture on topic entitled Math Lab. In his speech, he clearly explained the Math Lab, what is Math Lab, the importance of Math Lab, the parallel computing and reporting and database access, the coding generation, stimulation of model-based design, software and licenses available for MATLAB, the applications of MATLAB. Finally, he clearly explained the applications of MATLAB in his talk. The day 6 of the workshop, that is 29/5/2021, was compared by Dr. R. Shivakumar. Dr. P. Kalpana, the first speaker of the day 6, given special lecture on topic entitled The Role of Collaborative Learning Practices in Futuristic Ethical Research. In her talk, she explained clearly what is research, steps of the scientific process, how to develop a research question and hypothesis, the ethics of research, collaborative learning practices in ethical research, COVID-19 ethical research standards, and their application to research during public health emergencies, which was laid down by WHO. The second speaker of the day 6 was Dr. Ravi Kumar Jacob. He was supposed to deliver his lecture, but unfortunately he was unable to deliver his lecture on this workshop due to natural disaster. He was unable to connect due to heavy rainfall and power shutdown in his area. So he was unable to connect to this workshop, and in his special message, he felt regret and he expressed this. The day 6, the third speaker of the day 6 was Dr. C. Raghavan, who has given lecture on topic parameters of quality research articles. In his speech, he explained the introduction of research, how to get familiar with the assignment, how to choose the topic for the research, how to organize research article, the importance of editing, especially the language, how to write a research article, how to form the thesis, how to submit the paper for publication. The last speaker of the day 6 was Dr. J.B. Yadav, who has given the talk on topic entitled Plagiarism, Rules and Regulation. He explained the basic concepts of plagiarism, the common types of plagiarism, criteria for plagiarism as per UGC regulation 2018. And he also advised how to avoid plagiarism, the level of plagiarism and penalty for thesis and dissertation was also explained by him. He also stressed the famous cases of plagiarism. Mistalk. The last day, that is the day 7 of this workshop, that is today, a keynote address, a special guest keynote address was given by Professor Joseph Verghese from Christ University, Bengaluru. He delivered a special keynote address on topic writing and publishing strategies for a quality research paper. Professor Joseph Verghese quoted that art is imitation and that's all right, even good. He mentioned that the research article will be imitated but should not copy. He also expressed and stressed the importance of scopus, the importance of updating the research articles day by day, and also the topics, problem styles, and methodology. He also explained clearly the difference between imitation and copying. He advised to imitate from a great researchers, not to copy from researchers. And he also advised how to avoid plagiarism, the importance and necessity of peer-reviewed journals in career, the accuracy and originality of research paper, and advised to get involved in the projects as much as possible and to work together for a common goal. This is which was discussed by Professor Joseph Verghese in his special keynote address. And I hope I have covered all the talks, technical sessions from day 1 to day 7. And I thank, once again, I thank the entire management, and I conclude this workshop report, and good luck for all the research persons and the participants who have participated in this wonderful workshop. I thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your full-fledged report of our international conference. Thank you once again. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Our eminent chairman, most respected, Sri V. Chandrasekharan of Sri Vidyamananda Group of Educational Institution, is such a dynamic personality. With all his hopes, blessings, we walk towards the path of excellence. Thank you, sir. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Our respected secretary, Sri R.P. Raji, is a beacon of our college. With due respect, I welcome him to felicitate the gathering.
அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். மிகச்சிறந்த இந்த ஒரு வார பன்னாட்டு கருத்தரங்கை மிக சிறந்த முறையில் ஏற்பாடு செய்து நடத்திட்ட நமது கல்லூரியின் ஆர்என்டி குரூப்பின் ஒருங்கிணைப்பாளர் புரொஃபசர் ராகவன் மற்றும் அவரது குழுவைச் சேர்ந்த அனைவருக்கும், நமது கல்லூரியுடன் இணைந்து நேரு இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ் கேரளா மற்றும் கிறிஸ்ட் யூனிவர்சிட்டி பெங்களூரு அவர்களையும் இந்த 7 நாட்கள் சிறந்த பயிற்றுனராக வந்த பல நாட்டு, பல யூனிவர்சிட்டி, பல கல்லூரிகளின் வல்லுநர்கள் அனைவர்களையும், இந்த 7 நாட்களும் சிறப்புடன் பங்கேற்ற பங்கேற்பாளர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது வணக்கத்தையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்து, மிக சிறந்த வல்லுநர்களால் நடத்தப்பட்ட இந்த 7 நாள் கருத்தரங்கு பங்கேற்பாளர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரு புதிய உத்வேகத்தையும் ஒரு நல்ல வழிகாட்டுதலையும் ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுத்திருக்கும் என்பதில் ஐயமில்லை. நீங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்வில் ஒரு நல்ல வழியை காண்பதற்கும் சிறந்த வழிமுறைகளை கேட்டறிந்ததற்கும் இதன் மூலம் உங்கள் வாழ்வை மேம்படுத்திக் கொள்வதற்கும் ஏதுவாக சிறந்த கருத்தரங்கை அனைவருக்கும்
Sir, unmute yourself.
I'm afraid. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. He's a man who aptly fits to the quote, "Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness stressed upon them." He's a joint secretary, Mr. P. Vengachalam of our college. With due respect, I welcome him to felicitate the gathering.
Good morning to all.
Good morning, sir.
மதிப்பிற்குரிய எங்கள் நிறுவனத்தினுடைய நிறுவனர் அவர்களுக்கும், எங்களது செயலர், கல்லூரியுடைய முதல்வர், துணை முதல்வர், இந்த 7 நாட்கள் கருத்தரங்கை எங்களோடு இணைந்து கொலாபரேஷன் செய்து மிக சிறப்பாக பங்கு பெற்ற கிரைஸ்ட் யூனிவர்சிட்டி இன் பெங்களூர், ஜோதி இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ் இன் கேரளா, இந்த 7 நாட்கள் கருத்தரங்கை மிக சிறப்பாக ஒருங்கிணைத்து செயல்படுத்திய பேராசிரியர் பெருமக்கள், அதைவிட 6 நாட்களும் பல்வேறு நாடுகளில் இருந்து சிறந்த வல்லுநர்களை தேர்வு செய்து அந்த சிறந்த வல்லுநர்கள் மூலமாக நல்லதொரு கருத்துக்களை எங்கள் பேராசிரியர்களுக்கும் இந்திய நாடு முழுவதும் இருக்கக்கூடிய பல்வேறு பேராசிரியருடைய தரத்தை மேம்படுத்துவதற்கும் நல்லதொரு ஆராய்ச்சி கருத்துக்களை வழங்கிய பேராசிரியர் பெருமக்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் என்னுடைய காலை வணக்கம். ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் நடைபெற்ற கருத்தரங்கில் ஏதாவது ஒருவருடைய கருத்தரங்கில் நான் கலந்து கொண்டேன். எந்த ஒரு வல்லுநரிடமும் எந்த ஒரு சிந்தனையாளரிடமும் ஒரு வேறுபட்ட கருத்தை நான் பார்க்கவில்லை. இளம் ஆராய்ச்சியாளர்களை எவ்வாறு உருவாக்குவது, அவர் கட்டுரைகளை எவ்வாறு தயாரிப்பது, அந்த கட்டுரைகள் எவ்வாறு எதிர்கால இந்திய பொருளாதார வளர்ச்சிக்கும் கல்வி வளர்ச்சிக்கும் மேம்பாடாக அமையும் என்பதை கேட்டார் போல நல்லதொரு கருத்துக்களை, நல்லதொரு கொட்டேஷன்ஸ் மிக சிறப்பாக கொடுத்தார்கள். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் ஒவ்வொருவரும் எந்த ஒரு ஈகோ பார்க்காமலும் மிக சீனியர் ஜூனியர் என்ற பாகுபாடு இல்லாமல் அனைவருக்கும் நல்லதொரு கருத்துக்களை இங்கு வழங்கியது மிக சிறப்பாக இருந்தது. அதைவிட simple, very using very simple English, very simple sentence pattern, very usage in very simple pattern, and then most of book innovations, நிறைய புத்தகங்களை இங்கு மேற்கோள் காட்டி, புத்தகங்களில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆராய்ச்சிகளையும் நிகழ்வுகளையும் மேற்கோள் காட்டி, நிறைய ஆராய்ச்சி கட்டுரைகளை மேற்கோள் காட்டி, அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய முக்கியத்துவங்களை மேற்கோள் காட்டி, எவ்வாறு கட்டுரைகள் அமைந்தால் எளிமையாக இருக்கும், எவ்வாறு கட்டுரைகள் அமைந்தால் அது சமுதாயத்தை மேம்படுத்துவதற்கு வாய்ப்பாக அமையும் என்பதை எல்லாம் எடுத்து சொன்ன விதம் மிக சிறப்பாக இருந்தது. அதுவும் 3 நிறுவனங்களும் ஒன்றிணைந்து செயல்படுவது என்பது மிக சிறப்பான ஒரு நிகழ்வு. அதுவும் இந்த நிறுவனத்திற்கு அந்த வாய்ப்பு கிடைத்தது அதைவிட மிக ஒரு சிறப்பான நிகழ்வாக நான் கருதுகின்றேன். இந்த 7 நாட்களும் நல்லதொரு ஆராய்ச்சியாளர்களை உருவாக்க எங்கள் கல்லூரியில் பெரும்பாலான இளம் ஆராய்ச்சியாளர்கள் பங்கு பெற்று செயல்பட்ட விதம் அனைத்தும் பெருமிதமாக உள்ளது. மேலும் மேலும் இது போன்ற கருத்தரங்குகள் மேலும் மேலும் புதிய ஆராய்ச்சியாளர்களை உருவாக்கும் வாய்ப்பாக அமைந்துள்ளது. இந்த வாய்ப்புகளை செய்து கொடுத்த எங்களது நிறுவன பேராசிரியர்களுக்கும் இந்த 3 நிறுவனத்தினுடைய நிர்வாகத்திற்கும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
To accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe. Our eminent principal, Dr. 3 Balasubramanian, is a great leader who believes and acts as an active catalyst and who stands shoulder to shoulder in all our endeavors. With due respect, I welcome our principal to felicitate the gathering.
Honorable founder, respected secretary and joint secretary, distinguished eminent personalities and invited speakers, honorable vice chancellor of Christ University, respected professors and faculty members of Christ University, Bengaluru, respected principal and dear faculty members of Jyothi Engineering College, Kerala, Professor McKendy, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenberg Post University, South Africa, Dr. C. Raghvan, Head of Department of PG and Research Department of Mathematics and Coordinator, R&D Cell, and organizing team members of this international workshop, their HODs of various departments, faculty members of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, Tamil Nadu, their participants of other countries and various states of India. Good morning, one and all present over here. I thank our resource persons for their marvelous presentation in this international workshop. All the participants definitely much, all the presentations definitely much helpful to the research innovators and their quality writing. More than 20 sessions have been organized and 500 participants joined this international workshop. I also pay my heartfelt wishes to the Christ University, Jyothi Engineering College for their entire support throughout the workshop. I pay my heartfelt wishes to the coordinator and the team members of R&D of Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College for their wonderful organizing and grand success of this international webinar. Once again, I convey my heartfelt wishes to the participant. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. It's really being a great honor to be working under your active leadership, sir. Thank you. Hard work plus dream plus dedication is equal to success. Success is the first word in its dictionary. With due respect, I pay a special mention to our vice principal and my head of the department, N. Gunasegaran. With all his greetings and hopes, we move towards our success. Thank you, sir. The most beautiful discovery is that true friends make is that they grow separately without growing apart. He is always with us as a pillar to support us. With due respect, I welcome Dr. Pranish, coordinator, R&D coordinator of Christ University, to felicitate the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. The main purpose of this workshop is how to write and publish a quality research article, which is very important to disseminate the research findings and share the knowledge with other researchers in the respective fields. And nowadays, the research and publication have become a major task for academicians in addition to their teaching. I think all these three are mutually related to each other. It is clear now that the excellence in research and publication of high quality publication are able to enhance the reputation of the institutions of higher education. In this context, I should congratulate the Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College for arranging this 7 days workshop on how to write a quality research paper. I'm sure that all the participants, after attending this 7 days workshop, will be able to publish a quality paper which will definitely benefit themselves and their institution also. Once again, congratulations to organizers and thanks for giving me an opportunity to talk. Thank you one and all present here.
Thank you, sir. It's always been a great pleasure for us to be in collaboration with you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He who serves the most reaps the most. It's really a great privilege for us to welcome Dr. Deepan Raj, Associate Professor, Jyoti Engineering College, Kerala, to felicitate the gathering.
Respected dignitaries, faculty members of all the 3 collaborative institutions, resource persons and my dear participants, good afternoon to one and all. So it gives immense pleasure to be here as a part of this 1-week international workshop on how to write a quality research article. So for the past 7 days, we attended a lot of sessions handled by various resource persons from reputed institutions in India and abroad. So all the sessions handled by them were very useful and informative to us. So we learned many things and gained a lot of knowledge on how to write a research article, including literature review, publication ethics, plagiarism policies, tools used in research like MATLAB, LaTeX, and some important techniques for analysis, including data envelopment analysis as well as statistical test. So I believe that all the participants who attended the workshop program got a wide knowledge on the fundamentals of research article writing and then the publication ethics and formalities. So I take this opportunity to thank all the resource persons and participants for all your active involvement and participation, because without you, the program won't be a successful event. So also I wish to thank the organizing members from the collaborative institutions, Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, and Christ University, Bangalore, for providing us the opportunity to be the part of this collaborative program. Hope that we can meet soon in some other events. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir, and we too hope the same. And thank you for all the way felicitating from the God's own country. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to invite Professor O.D. Mackinday, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University, South Africa, to felicitate the gathering. Over to Professor Mackinday.
Yes, thank you very much. Let me start by thanking God for giving us this opportunity to be together, to share knowledge, and to have this exciting workshop. We thank God for protecting us, for guiding us throughout the workshop. Let me also extend condolence to people, to our colleagues who lost loved ones during the workshop through COVID and sickness or whatever. We extend our condolence to their families. We appreciate the immense knowledge which this fantastic workshop has bestowed upon the participants. The conference has been a great success. The workshop has been a great success. All the speakers have delivered a very fantastic lectures on how to have a quality research. Let me emphasize that the organizers have performed creditably well. Let me thank the coordinating institutions that have put this together. They have done a very great work. Students from Stellenbosch University also joined online. They joined the Zoom lectures for this workshop, and their comments is very, very educating. They are very, very happy to be part of this workshop from South Africa. And let me also mention that the workshop has enlightened many scholars about how to write quality research. I would like to thank Dr. Raghavan for all the input into this workshop and all the coordinating, conveners for this workshop. The Christ University have done fantastically well, together with SVM College and Jyoti College. This workshop is an eye-opener, how universities and colleges can collaborate to educate our scholars in terms of quality research and quality academics. I would like to mention this, especially to the scholars who have been part of this workshop. The scholars should realize that all the important lectures given on quality research, they must take note of it. But above all, they must realize that mentorship, appropriate mentorship, is extremely important for quality research. So they must subject themselves to appropriate mentorship. When you go to learn anything in life, you must first go through mentorship. When you graduate from mentorship, you become an expert. This workshop has put together how one can grow to produce a quality research. So subject yourself to adequate and appropriate mentorship so that at the end of the day, you can deliver a quality research. And for our colleagues, our professors, our lecturers, our colleagues, our researchers, let me also mention that we can improve our quality through collaborations. Most of the speakers, especially the last speakers of today, have mentioned we should learn to collaborate locally, collaborate nationally, collaborate internationally. Through collaborations, we can deliver quality research because knowledge is not local. Ideas is global. So let us enhance our quality research output through collaborations. Let me finish by thanking again the organizers, the Jyoti College, the SVM College, and also the Christ University for this fantastic workshop. People have learned, and I believe this workshop will continue in future, years to come, to incorporate quality research in our scholars and to enhance quality research in our colleagues globally. Thank you very much. May God bless you all in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your love and care, and hoping to meet you in our country in the near future. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I'm extremely elated to welcome Dr. Joseph Varghese, Associate Professor, Christ deemed to be University, to felicitate the gathering. Over to Professor Joseph Varghese, sir. I request our professor to felicitate the gathering.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, you're audible, sir. You can proceed.
Yeah. Or the August audience, the Honorable Organizing Committee. It's my pleasant privilege to appreciate the efforts of Vidyamandira College and the neighboring collaborating institutions. Thanks for organizing this. The initiative came from Professor Raghavan, and he collaborated with various institutions across the globe. this is a positive note, giving good vibes to the whole world, telling that no, even in this pandemic time, we can collaborate and we can spread the positivity, can improve the technical skills that are required to become a very good researcher. One of the persons was asking me, I'm a good teacher, I can teach very well, why should I go for research? After 2 years of teaching, 3 years of teaching, what more you can deliver? You continue to deliver the same subject. In fact, it is available in very good forms, sometimes much better than the way in which we deliver. These days, through YouTube and many other videos available online. But the moment you insert research content, even in the undergraduate level, sometimes even a school level, allow students to genuinely pursue, understand, and conclude certain things that is going to benefit all of us, benefit the whole world. Independent thinking we need to develop. Research is the only way we can do that. Help our students to develop independent thinking. Help the people to make use of their talent rather than memorizing the whole thing. All the best for improving the research skills, especially research writing through this conference. Thank you, Vidya Mandir College. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Shanta Laishram, Professor of Mathematics, Indian Statistical Institute from the capital city, Delhi. Over to Professor Dr. Shanta Laishram for the felicitation. I request Professor Dr. Shanta Laishram for the felicitation. Over to you, sir.
Amir?
Yes, sir.
I think he's not there. No problem. He continued.
Okay. Thank you, sir, and thank you. And next, I show my extreme happiness in inviting Dr. Perumal Mariappan, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Bishop Heber College, Trichy. Over to Professor Perumal Mariappan, sir, for your felicitation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and learned professors. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for the opportunity provided to the young researchers in shaping them in many different dimensions. While going through the statistics presented, I understand that more than 24 special lectures were presented and more than 520 participants participated. Really, it's a marvelous job done by the organizers. Once again, I appreciate and my greetings to all the organizers. I congratulate the organizers. During these pandemic situations, really it is marvelous of integrated work by the three institutions. In order to give a bird's eye view for the researchers, there is a statement in Tamil, Padipavan Manavan, Padithikonde Irpavan Asiriyan. Whenever if you take a position of a teacher, you cannot keep quiet. You have to learn, right? You have to update yourself every day. Otherwise, in one fine morning, the teacher becomes obsolete, right? At any point of time, if a student comes to you and asking for any clarifications, the teacher must be in a position to explain, for which teacher should sharpen, should acquire knowledge in a different fashion, right? For acquiring a knowledge, this research is one of the via media. We can go through so many research articles. We can come across so many new models, new way out, new way of presentations likewise. So this workshop is highly essential at this juncture. So my best wishes to all the young researchers, those who are already registered or those who are going to register for their improvement of their educational career. My best wishes. And once again, I congratulate the organizers for their wonderful integrated effort by mingling all the three institutions to help the young budding researchers of more than 500. It's a great job. Once again, best wishes. Best wishes to the organizers also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I'm extremely happy to invite Dr. Parul Sharma, Assistant Professor, Maharaja Grace Institute of Technology, who is more of a faculty of our college nowadays. With due respect, I request Dr. Parul Sharma for the felicitation.
Thank you, sir, for this lovely that more of a faculty. I like this, a bonhomie of a family. So thank you once again. As they say, great heights are achieved by small little steps, and it is the confidence gained through these steps that gives us, more confidence. And it is via these small little steps that we become more powerful in terms of knowledge, in terms of education, in terms of wisdom. So congratulations to all of you for organizing this wonderful, wonderful workshop. My congratulations are definitely due to the organizers who showed us that quality can be improved by collaboration and cooperation. In this regard, I think, leading from the top, I would like to thank, first of all, the founder of this beautiful institution, Thiru V. Chandrasekharan, Revered Secretary Thiru R.P. Raje, Principal Dr. T. Balasubramaniam, Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, Dr. N. Gunasekaran, Vice Principal, Dr. R. Shivakumar, Convener, co-conveners Dr. D. Kavita, Dr. C. Raghavan, R&D coordinator, and the entire team of the faculty members and experts who went out of their way, toiled hard, worked hard to make this workshop a success. And of course, special thanks are due to the collaborators, R&D Cell, Christ University, Bangalore, Jyotis College of Engineering, Thrissur, Kerala, that you went out of your way and showed us that quality research is about cooperation. Quality research is about collaboration. And you definitely need to be thanked for coming forward and showing us the way. As they say, research is not a single task. It's not a single activity. Research is a process. And that too, it is a continuous process that requires inquisitiveness, honesty, integrity on the part of the researcher. So workshops like these provide us a platform where we can interact and learn more from each other's experiences. So it was an enriching experience for me, that I got an opportunity to interact with wonderful experts from all over India, but around the globe. So Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College deserves double congratulations from my side. I'm sure that participants must have benefited from the PPTs and presentations of various resource persons. I wish each one of you very best in all your endeavors in coming future. Wish you a happy research fraternity. Wish you in genuine and absolutely path-breaking research activities. Stay home, stay safe, and keep working hard in this pandemic. I hope you will be successful. And as a nation, we will come over this second severe wave. All the best to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your love and care. And the Department of English is really awaiting for your august presence in our campus. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Next, my special invitation goes to Professor Dr. Biju CV, R&D Coordinator of Jyoti Engineering College. I request Professor Biju for his felicitation.
A very good afternoon to one and all. The international workshop on how to write a quality research article organized by Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College in collaboration with the Christ University, Bangalore and Jyoti Engineering College, Cheruduruthi, Thrissur, inspired hundreds of young researchers to improve writing skills in their research publications. I do believe that the effort taken by the organizers to upload each and every session of the workshop in YouTube channel may contribute, or it will continue to inspire the people who want to explore the beauty of research in future. Definitely, the three institutions belongs to three different states, having rich experience, joined together to organize the workshop, shared different perspective to achieve the same goal. I wish the workshop may be an initiative to conduct similar programs in future. Once again, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the personalities and organizations behind the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's been a great pleasure and privilege for us to be in cordial contact with you. Thank you, sir. Next, I'm extremely elated to welcome Dr. Monica Agarwal, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Maharaja Agrarian Institute of Technology, Delhi. I request ma'am for her felicitation.
May we march with a common goal. May we be open-minded and work together in harmony. May our prayers be one. May we belong to one brotherhood. May our aspirations be harmonious. May our minds be in unison. May we strive to reduce disparity. May we be bound in strong fellowship and unity. With this famous Rig Ved hymn, we all know that with the current pandemic situation across the globe, physical interactions have become less. But with such kind of virtual platforms, I feel we are more connected with everyone across the globe. My heartiest congratulations to the founder, Thiru V. Chandrasekharan sir, Secretary Thiru R.P. Rajay, Principal T. Balasubramaniam, Vice Principal Dr. N. Gunasekharan, Convener Dr. R. Sivakumar, Co-Convener Dr. Kavita, R&D Coordinator Dr. C. Raghavan, and all the other members of the organizing team of Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and College for making this 7-day international workshop on how to write quality research article a grand success, with almost 4 sessions per day and almost a participation of nearly 500 participants. We must have created and exchanged wealth of knowledge. All the sessions were really comprehensive and appropriate for lots of experience levels. I personally feel all the sessions were very fascinating and insightful. Even I have learned so many things from the sessions which I was able to attend. I also think that the workshop was very well designed, practically done and framed and valuable for anyone who wants to enhance their understanding about writing. I must say, very well tailored workshop. Congratulations once again to all of you. My good wishes to the entire team once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for all your positive words. Thank you once again. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Our R&D coordinator and head department of mathematics, Dr. Raghavan, always motivates us to clinch the fruit of success. With due respect, I welcome him to felicitate the gathering.
Good afternoon to everyone. Honorable and the most distinguished chief guest of the day, Thiru V. Chandrasekharan, founder, SPMC Group of Institution. Respected Secretary Sir through R.P. Raju, respected Additional Secretary Sir through P. Venkadachalam, respected Principal Sir Dr. T. Balasubramaniam, respected Vice Principal Dr. N. Gunasekharan, beloved HODs and R&D faculty members of SVMC, Honorable and most valuable collaborative Principal Professor Dr. Sunny Joseph Kalayandangal, Jyoti Engineering College, Tiruchur, Kerala, India, respected HODs and faculty member of Jyoti Engineering College, Tiruchur, Kerala, India, Honorable, most powerful collaborative institution, Christ deemed to be university, various department HODs and faculty member of Christ deemed to be university, Bangalore, Karnataka. First of all, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to our invited speaker in and around national and international for gracing 7-day international workshop, how to write a quality research article and sharing our knowledge and idea in different multiple discipline and general. They were very useful to our research scholar and society, and they develop our country. In my observation and knowledge, they don't organize this type of research program in any institution, research activities for long period of time. Really, I want to thank our 3 institutions with the help of MOU. I thank all the organized committee and request the organized committee member of R&D cell, these 3 institutions to conduct such research orientation activities at least yearly once. Finally, I'm thanks to our program convener, Dr. Shivakumar, Dr. Palani, Professor Dr. Sunny Joseph Kalayandangal, and the organizing secretary, Dr. Kavita ma'am, and Dr. C. Govindaraj sir. My special thanks to Dr. Deepan Raj, Dr. George Rappel, Dr. Nisha, and my R&D member, Dr. Balaji sir, Dr. Murali sir, Dr. Raja sir, Dr. Ramachandran sir, Mr. Kannan sir, Mr. Satish Kumar sir, Mr. Sridevi ma'am, Mr. Amirta Raj, and Mr. Balamurugan sir. All the R&D members organized one-day program, particularly 7 days pampering was excellent. After 6 months or 1 year, 3 institutions organized this future how to write a quality research proposal. Particularly thank Professor Dr. Varghese, Professor Department of Mathematics, for this help with MOU and continuously support and helping to our institution. Likewise, workshop, conference, all credit goes to Professor Dr. Varghese. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. It's really a great pleasure to be under your active leadership and hoping to fulfill all your dreams in the near future. Next, I take the fullest pleasure in inviting Mrs. D. Kavita, Head Department of Computer Science and Application of my college, to felicitate the gathering.
Amit sir, my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
Here. First of all, I would like to thank the founder, sir, secretary, sir, additional secretary, sir, principal, sir, vice principal, sir, Raghavan, sir, for organizing a one-week international workshop on how to write a quality research article. On behalf of R&D cell of Sri Vidya Mandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, collaborated with the Christ University, Bangalore, and Jyoti Engineering College, Kerala, organizing a one-week international workshop. And this workshop was wonderful. Really, this workshop is very useful to us because the resource persons from various countries, the resource persons' addresses were very informative. 24 resource persons were presented their presentation. There is no word for their presentation. We learned a lot of information from this international online workshop. And my request is you have to give more time to the resource person in future. And really, we are enjoyed and learned many things about the research and also this workshop to improve our research skills. And I'd like to thank the Christ University members, Jyoti Engineering College members, R&D coordinator and members, research scholar and participants. And participants raised many valuable questions at the end of the session. Really, the questions were very nice. I would like to conclude my speech with this quote. Every morning, 5 lines to speak yourself. I am the best. I can't do anything. I am the winner. God is always with me. Today is my day. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thanks to all.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you. A special note for your positive message as well. Thank you. Next, I take the fullest pleasure in inviting my own mentor and my respected professor, Mrs. P. Sridevi, Department of English, for her felicitation.
Thank you, Amir sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon to all. First of all, and thank to the management, founder, secretary, our additional secretary, our most respected principal, and our vice principal, and the R&D coordinator for giving me this awful opportunity. Over the last 1 week, we have had a deep insight into the research areas, literature reviews, and on plagiarism, and it was totally focused on the motivated and the motivational attitude. Even an ordinary person would take effort to conduct research, as our sessions were really beneficial to each and every one of them who attended. There were best techniques, wonderful sessions, and great resource persons from around the globe who were guiding us all. It was an apt fest of knowledge sharing and didactic to the research scholars who were sometimes blind without knowing the right path. And I hope our would have been leading them to the right. With confidence, I believe that this workshop has benefited all, including some sprouting scientists also. I take this opportunity to greet all the resource persons for their presentations and generosity, who all educated us with their experience and knowledge in this pandemic situation. I once again thank every one of you for the opportunity given to me. And also, I would personally like to congratulate the R&D team. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. A kind request to the host. One of the participants named Raju Pandey from Jharkhand would like to say something, I hope. Can the host permit Raju Pandey, Department of Physics from Jharkhand, for a few words? He would like to say something, I hope. Can the host permit the participant?
No problem. You may allow. No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, over to the participant. Yes, sir. You can unmute and speak. Mr. Raju Pandey, Department of Physics from Jharkhand. Over to you, sir. You can put your words.
धन्यवाद राघवन सर.
Yes, you can speak, sir. No problem.
ये 7 दिवसीय इस वर्कशॉप में और ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के जो विविध ये व्याख्यान हुए उसके लिए R&D सेल, SV विद्या मंदिर, उत्तानगिरी, कृष्णापुरी और साथ ही साथ अपने प्रिय मित्र साउथ इंडियन मित्र सी राघवन जी के सद प्रयास से कोटि कोटि प्रशंसा करता हूं। बहुत ही अच्छा टेक्निकल सेशन रहा। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर जो तथ्यों की विवेचना हुई, पोस्ट कोविड एक्टिविटीज के संदर्भ में कल्पना मैम का जो विचार आया, पारुल मैम का जो विचार आया, बहुत ही प्रशंसनीय है। और सबसे अच्छी बात यहाँ यह जो सुनने में आई वो यह है कि पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट रिसर्च स्कॉलर के साथ साथ अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम के लड़कों के लिए, विद्यार्थियों के लिए, शिक्षार्थियों के लिए बहुत ही तथ्यात्मक ढंग से और बहुत ही विवेचना पूर्व सार गर्भित ये जो हम लोगों का व्याख्यान हुआ, उसके लिए SV विद्या मंदिर के सारे बोर्ड्स के मेंबर को और थिरु राजेश जी को, प्रधानाचार्य जी महोदय को और अंत में सबसे अपने प्रिय मित्र सी राघवन को हृदय से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और मुझे लगा कि यह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर का यह सेमिनार में ये तब तक पूरा नहीं होगा जबकि हम लोग के जैसे कुछ लोग भी कुछ अपनी मातृभाषा में आपके पास अपनी बात को रखें। बहुत ही प्रशंसनीय योगदान है। हम लोग आपके साथ हैं। ये हमारा दूसरा प्रयास है। पहले भी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सेमिनार में मैं वहाँ गया था और आपके साथ कोऑपरेट किया था और इस बार तो लगा कि रियली आप यू हैव ए मास्टरी ओवर योर सब्जेक्ट्स एंड द पर्सन विल गेट मोर फैंटास्टिक एस्पायरेंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट आफ्टर दिस टाइप ऑफ सेमिनार। धन्यवाद मित्र श्री राघवन।
Thank you, sir. Bahut dhanyawad and bahut khushi ho gaye. Thank you so much, sir. And bahut khush once again. Thank you so much, sir. Any other participants? Yes, sir. Dhanyawad. Any other participants? Okay, sir. Shall I proceed, sir, further? Once again, a kind note before, as we have come to the fag end of our international conference workshop, a kind note of information to all the participants. And before this evening or tomorrow morning, you will get all your certificates. Once if you have received your certificate, please log into the respective WhatsApp group and acknowledge mentioning your name and the other details. And if there is any delay or any queries in receiving certificates, you can contact us and we'll let your queries to be clarified. Thank you.
Amir, once again.
Yes, sir.
Just you can check Romania Professor Odi Bagdas line is there.
Over to Professor Bagdasar from the University of Derby. Sir? No, I could not find this device name in the participant list, sir.
Yes.
I hope he's not joined.
Yes, no problem. You can proceed.
Okay. Once again, a note for all the participants, please contact us. And as we have come to the fag end of our international workshop on how to write a quality research article, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Let us record our sincere gratitude to one and all who stood behind this great one-week international workshop. With due respect, I welcome Dr. Parani, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to all. I am fully grateful to stand before you all to convey my sincere thanks to all who should begin the success of this grand event. First, I record our sincere thanks for our founder, Mr. V. Chandrasekharan, who is always with us in all our endeavors. Thank you, sir. Then I thank our secretary, Mr. R.P. Rajiv, and the additional secretary, Mr. P. Venkatachalam, who has been the greatest support for us in this gathering. Thank you, sir. Then I thank our principal, Dr. T. Balasubramanian, and the vice principal, Dr. N. Gurusekharan, who had given consent for this arrangement of this workshop. Thank you, sir. Also, I sincerely thanks to R&D coordinators, Dr. C. Raghavan, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, Dr. S. Puranesh, Christ deemed to be University, Bangalore, Dr. Biju CV, Jodi Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala, and Dr. B. Debanraj, Associate Professor, Jodi Engineering College, Thrissur. Thank you, sir. Then I thank Dr. Sunny Joseph Kalayandangal, Principal, Jodi Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala, Dr. R. Sivakumar and Dr. P. Palani, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, conveners of this workshop. I thank you so much, sir. Also, I sincerely thanks to co-conveners, Mrs. D. Kavida, Dr. C. Govindaraj, and organizing secretaries, Dr. M. Ramachandran, Dr. M. Murali, and Dr. D. Balaji, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai. Thank you, sir. Then I thank all the delegates who had come all the corners of the spheres in no particular order. I thank Dr. Modi Bhatta from UK, Dr. Nagaraja Surya Devara from Malaysia, Dr. K. Mogana from Coimbatore, Dr. Shanda Vaishiram from New Delhi, Dr. Ranjan Patra from Dr. M. Selvabandian from Harur, Dr. A. Vimal Gerald from Trichy, Dr. A. George Maria Selvam from Tirupattur, Dr. M. Jayaraman from Erode, Dr. Mangala Sundar Krishnan from Chennai, Dr. Jyoti Prakash Baburao Yadav from Maharashtra, Dr. P. Karthikeyan from Erode, Dr. Kavi Kumar Jacob from Malaysia, Dr. A.K. Abdul Kagim from Coimbatore, Dr. P. Joel Roy from Trichy, Dr. C.V. Biju from Kerala, Dr. Monika Agarwal from Delhi, Dr. Rajeswara Rao KVS from Bangalore, Dr. R.K. Govindaraj from China, Dr. Perumal Mariyappan from Trichy, Dr. C. Raghavan from Uttangarai, Dr. T. Muthu Kumar from Coimbatore, Dr. R. Kalpana from Puducherry, Dr. Parul Sharma from Delhi, Dr. Joseph Varghese from Bangalore. For shaping and molding our knowledge, I thank you all so much. Then I thank all my members of Research and Development Cell, Sri Vidyamandir Arts and Science College, Uttangarai, Christ deemed to be University, Bangalore, and the Jodi Engineering College, Thrissur, Kerala. Thank you so much all. Finally, I sincerely thanks to participation of my college and other college faculties, research scholars, media and audio personnels, and each and everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Once again, Amir.
Yes, sir.
You can ask for Nagarajan sir from Malaysia to felicitate the function.
Over to Professor Nagarajan from Malaysia for his felicitation. I request Professor Nagarajan from Malaysia for his felicitation. Over to you, sir. Professor. Sia sir, is my voice audible? And
Okay, finally you conclude the test.
Is he not available, sir?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you all the participants once again. Hearty congratulations and wishes from all our 3 premier institutes, and thank you all for all your love and care, and hoping to meet you all in near future. Thank you all. Stay safe. National Anthem.
जन गण मन
अधिनायक जय जय भारत भाग्य विधाता
विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता जय
Okay, thanks to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amirdraj. Thank you very much for fine. Yeah.
Thank you for all the special note to all the R&D.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for everyone with the collaborative of Jyoti Engineering College and Christ University also. Thank you for my special thanks to our R&D members in SVM College. Thank you to everyone. Nice presentation for Amit today's section.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all of you, sir. Thank you, Shiva sir. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, Amar sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rogan sir and Amit sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So and all others also, Balaji sir.
Yes.
Palani sir.
Palani sir, Murali sir, Satish sir.
Let us have a success meeting for the R&D members, sir. With the due permission of the coordinator, let us have a success party. The coordinator requested to throw a special party for all the R&D members.
Amir, but not virtually.
After the pandemic, ma'am. Not now. After the pandemic.
And if the party is virtual, there's no.
Feedback link, sir.
Throw a party in the campus.
Okay.
Sir, feedback link, sir.
Yes, already posted in the chat box, sir.
Bala.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, it is an immense pleasure to say thanks to all the organizers of this excellent program.
Sir, feedback link is not posted now, sir.
Planned program.
Just now I have posted, no problem. Already we have posted.
Professor, one of the participants is speaking. Can you please kindly let us speak? Yes, ma'am. Over to you. Ma'am,
thanks once again to the organizing committee, especially Vidya Mandir College and the remaining 2 colleges already joined. The organizing committee, once again, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your love and care. Thank you. Coordinator, sir, shall we take leave from the platform?
Yes, Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Satish.
Thank you, Satish Kumar.
Thank you,
Sir, thank you,
Satish.
sir.
Thank you,
Sir,
Satish
Ami,
Kumar.
sir, thank you, sir, for your wonderful
Sir, thank
comparing,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Very
Satish
good
Kumar.
season, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
See you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hari sir, thank you so much.
No,
A
sir.
special note of gratitude
Very
to you,
full
sir.
season,
Hari sir,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Hari,
much, Hari sir.
Hari, I thank you for really very heartful thanks
to
you,
Hari sir.
Thank you, sir.
because your support is very important to conduct this 7 days workshop. I think successfully completed. Thank you,
Thank
Hari
you,
sir.
sir.
Yes, yes. Hari
That
sir, the
was,
role is
yeah, let's
always
please, thanks
needed
to all.
around the calendar and round the clock.
Yes,
Sir,
exactly,
seminar is
sir.
Thank you
very
all, sir.
useful,
Stay
sir.
safe, all my dear professors. Stay safe and pray for the well-being. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll
Thank you
leave
very
from the
much, sir.
platform.
Let's,
Yeah, I'll leave
let's
from
go
the
start.
platform.